Hi everyone, my name is Dakira. My professional audacious project focuses on expanding access to early childhood education for low income families in South Carolina through community based parents resources and learning centers. The genesis of this project comes from both personal passion of my own and professional experience in early childhood education. Working closely with young children has allowed me to see how important the early years are in shaping a young child's academic success, social development, and future opportunities. I have also seen how many families, especially low income families, face major boundaries when trying to access quality child care and educational resources and also developmental support for their children. These experiences inspired me to create this project that addresses these inequalities at their foundations. My motivation for this project comes from belief that every child deserves an equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their social economic background. In South Carolina, many undeserved communities experience financial hardships, child care shortages, transportation barriers, and limited accesses to educational programs. These challenges often create gaps children and before children even enter kindergarten. These matters are deeply to me because I've witnessed firsthand how disparity in resources can impact children's readiness, confidence, and long-term outcomes. I believe when families are properly supported and the children are way more likely to thrive and the communities are able to become stronger as well. My project is to motivate and be a desire to create sustainable social changes rather than only temporary solutions instead of simply addressing an immediate childcare needs. I want to empower families with knowledge, resources, and the support system that can possibly impact the generation. In South Carolina, many families live in childcare desert where licensed childcare options are limited and unavailable. Existing programs such as Head Start, public uh, public public preschool are help to address some of those needs and remain inaccessible for many families due to transportation and the financial barriers that also comes with it. Many of these inequalities, the children are in undeserved communities, beginning school without the literacy, communication, and developmental skills that are necessary for long-term success. These disparities can contribute to longer cycles of preservative educational equality and reduce social mobility. The primary goal within my professional audacious project is to establish parents' resources and learning centers to communities, spaces such as schools, churches, and recreational centers. These will provide monthly parent workshops that focus on literacy, child development, school readiness, and positive parenting strategies. Also, with educational resource kits such as books and any other developmental materials that are needed, and access to subsidies, informations, and local educational opportunities. And lastly, family support services and community partnerships. The overall goal for this is to continue to be able to close the educational gaps by empowering the parents and the families with all the tools that they may need to be able to support their children's development from the early stages. Short term, the goals include increasing family access and educational materials, improving kindergarten readiness, and strengthening parents' engagement. The long-term goal with this project is to reduce educational inequalities, promote stronger family support systems, and create sustainable community change that benefits the future of the generation. The project reflects my philosophy of service, which is the root, empowering compassion and social justice. My experience in education has taught me that the value of direct service, but this course has also shown me that transformative service is also necessary for sustainable social changes. This invasive combines both meeting immediate needs while also addressing the larger systematic barriers. My leadership approach would be centered on servant leadership, meaning I would prioritize collaboration, listening, and working alongside families rather than simply providing services for them. By using dynamic and community centers leadership, the project could ensure that families' voices are being heard and that their needs are shaped with the program, so that way both can succeed. To launch this project, I will begin to form partnerships with such as local schools, churches, childcare centers, or even some nonprofit organizations. Marketing effort would include social media outreach, flyers, referral programs, and community events. The established budget for this pilot program is approximately $40,000 annually, with the funding potentially coming from grants, scholarships, nonprofits, partnerships, and community fundraising. The timeline would improve planning and partnerships development within the first 6 months. Pilot implementation through the first year, and expecting over the next 3 to 5 years based on the success of the sustainability. In conclusion, my personal project was created from my passion for early childhood education and the desire of access, addressing sustained equality that affects undeserved families. My motivation is root of creating equitable organizations for all children, and my goal is to empower families through access of educational resources, support systems, and sustainable community partnerships. By focusing on the service of leadership, social justice, I believe that this project has the potential to create meaningful, long-term change for children, the families in the community across South Carolina. Thank you for listening.